They don't print it on maps anymore, but older locals still remember the name. Redwater Chapel. It sits far beyond any maintained road, past dead fields and leaning fences older than the land itself. The dirt path twists in ways that don't feel right, like it forgets where it's going. People say the road is always longer on the way out. The chapel burned in 1953. That's the official story. But the building is still there. Charred wood, collapsed beams, blackened pews lined in rows, like something still expects a congregation. Like the fire never finished. Evan and Claire found it by accident. They were driving back roads late at night when their GPS failed. The road narrowed, pavement turned to dirt, and then they saw it. A church where no church should be. Evan slowed. That's not on the map. Claire leaned forward. It shouldn't be standing. They should have kept going. Instead, they parked. The air felt wrong outside, too still, too heavy. The kind of silence that makes you hear your own breath. The doors were open. Inside, their flashlights barely reached the walls. Burned pews cast long shadows across warped floors. At the front, the altar stood untouched, clean. Claire frowned. That doesn't make sense. Evan stepped closer. That's when they heard it, dripping, slow, steady, from beneath the floor. Behind the altar, Evan found a narrow opening, a staircase leading down. Claire shook her head. We shouldn't! But they went anyway. The air grew colder with each step, heavier. The dripping got louder. At the bottom, stone walls closed around them, older than the chapel above. In the center sat a basin, carved from dark stone, filled with liquid. Drop, drop, drop. Something fell into it, though nothing was above it. Claire leaned closer. Water. Evan shook his head. No. The surface didn't move right. Too thick, then it rippled. They stepped back. A voice came from the stairs. You shouldn't be here. They turned. A figure stood above them, still silent, face hidden. Evan swallowed. How did you get in here? It didn't answer. It stepped down, slow, smooth, wrong. Claire grabbed his arm. We need to go. They rushed for the stairs and stopped. The steps ended in solid wall. No door, nothing. Evan slammed his hands against it. No, this isn't possible! Behind them, the dripping stopped. Silence filled the room, then the basin moved. Not the liquid, the stone itself turning, facing them. The surface rose, not splashing, lifting. A shape formed, a head, then hollow eyes, then a mouth stretching too wide. Claire screamed. The thing pulled itself out, thick liquid clinging to it, refusing to fall. It stepped forward, no sound. The figure on the stairs spoke again. You heard it calling. Evan shook his head. We didn't. Yes, it said softly. You did. The thing moved closer. The liquid stretched behind it. Claire turned. The stairs were back. Run! They bolted upward, bursting into the chapel. The doors were still open. They ran outside. The car waited. Evan turned the key. The engine sputtered, died. The headlights flickered, and something stood in the beam. Dripping, black, still. Claire whispered. It followed us. Thunder rolled. Then the rain started, but it wasn't right. Too heavy, too thick. Each drop left dark stains. Claire looked up. That's not rain. The thing tilted its head. Liquid slid from it. Evan tried the ignition again. Nothing. The rain streaked across the windshield inside the car. It started dripping. From the ceiling. From nowhere. Claire screamed. The thing stepped closer and smiled. They found the car the next morning. Doors open, engine dead, no sign of Evan or Claire. Inside, everything was soaked, not with water, something darker. The ground around the car was dry. People say if you find Redwater Chapel, never go below the altar, because whatever's down there doesn't stay buried, especially when it rains.